Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is episode number 384. We have both Kyle and Drew back
the
on this.
boys are back in town.
Some are excited and some have already switched off their podcast. At least for this week, we have nary a vacation. And so we are both here to tell you what's coming out in your local comic book shops this coming in today and advise you on exactly what golden books to go grab, chipmunk away, and either sell immediately or put in that short box for another day where, you know, they make a movie out of it and Kevin Feige comes out and says, guess who's in the next one? All that fun stuff.
And that person is Carnage this week.
Ah, yes.
So Carnage is going to make an appearance in, was it the Venom movie?
Yep.
Right?
He's supposed to be the bad guy in the Venom movie.
Yeah.
So dust off those 361s
and Carnage
and sell them immediately.
362, 363 are all blowing up. 361 especially. I just saw a slab 9.8 go for $400. Bucks. Thank you to Michael Lamb for sharing that bit of news. I think I sold most of mine. I had a stack of them at one point.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna look around and see if there's any left over. I did see a 363 sitting around here. That's worth a little bit, but nothing like the 361.
Yeah, no doubt.
So I have a long box of Amazing Spider-Man runs that I'm gonna dig through here in a little bit and just see if I kept any or I just sold them all, because there was a time where I was selling a bunch of
keys,
like mini keys back then for like $10 and $15 just to flip, and I've been short-sighted before. It wouldn't be the first time, so I'm hopeful there might be some still in there, but we'll see.
There you go.
But I think the key is, the market's flooded.
Mm-hmm.
You go to eBay and type in Amazing Spider-Man 361, and you will see a plethora of raw and slab versions. So there's plenty of inventory out there. So maybe you want to hold off for a tad. All that stuff that sells, I don't know.
Toss it up for market plus a little, but don't expect to sell it. And if you do, be happy. And if not, hold it.
Yeah, because we're experiencing that with the Harley Quinn Pink that we got from Aspen. I don't know if you put yours up yet.
No, I checked the market on it. I held for a second. I mean, I could probably get 50 out of it, looks like.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of offers for 50, and I'm holding off for a little more because there was a ton that were selling for plus 100, and those seem to have cooled off significantly. So I've been getting some offers for $50, but no higher, and I might have to take that, which would be really I have not that much in it.
Correct.
So I should take it, and if I get this offer again next week, I will take it. But I was just kind of hoping that maybe there was a higher ceiling on that book.
Yeah. And as you're flipping through, 361 did go to a second printing, so just be aware of that as well.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, is it easy to see?
It's just not really.
No,
They're very similar. Yeah.
Good luck with that then. Buyers beware.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like there's just like there's a white background and a tan background is essentially your difference.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So there used to be plenty of books back in the day that when it was the second printing, you had to open it up and look in the indicia for it said second printing.
Yeah.
So they've come a little bit different with trying to change up the color schemes and things, or just give you a brand new cover. So I admire that, but it's tough when they look similar.
Yeah.
Or exactly the same. But yeah, so I would say slab it. If it's in decent shape, and it should be, it's modern. Anything from a 9.6, 9.8 is fetching good money. Take it to your local LCS if they have a press, and get that thing nice and crisp.
Yeah, because we got a long time till the movie comes out, so.
Yeah, and you can always send it for the express turnaround time. if you want to get it up right away. I just, you're going to sell it raw. You're going to get $50 out of it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. They're calling the second print of 361 the silver cover. So you've got a white background on the first print and a silver background on the second printing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
So I'm recommending slabbing. Are you recommending quick flip?
Quick flip. Get rid of it now. This movie could suck.
Get rid of it before everybody floods the market more.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Get out. The market will probably...
If you already slabbed it, of course, flip it.
The market will probably have already crashed by the time this movie comes out.
By the time this episode of our podcast airs.
Yeah.
It's very possible. Let's see. Michael Lamb sends in a cover of Walking Dead 171, and it shows the first appearance of a new character called the Princess.
Ooh.
And is asking, is this worthy of buying multiple copies?
Yes.
And I say, heck yeah.
Everything Walking Dead has even sniffed a death or a first appearance or something neat, I buy 8.
It's a $10 or $15 book, right?
Yeah.
With who was the Alpha? First Alpha.
Yeah, there's Alpha, there's Beta. When Ezekiel popped, I ended up with 5 of them. And those, all that stuff paid dividends. We bulked on 100 because we're like, there's so many of them out there, nobody cares about Negan. Turns out we're dumb.
Yeah, I wouldn't spend. What was the package that was all the covers plus the chromium, and it was selling for, I want to say like $49 or something, and I was like, nah, that's a little high.
Yeah.
It'd be nice now. I still have quite a few 100s left, but
yeah, but cover A's, I only have 2. And everybody, that cover A is the thing.
You and your cover A bias.
Turns out I'm correct again.
Yes. Michael M says, can't wait to hear Kyle defend Diamond for putting Secret Empire 2 and Venom 150 over Batman 22 and Flash 22 in the sales. Ridiculous. Hope he had a great time at Diamond Resort this past weekend.
I don't think that was in the sarcastic tone. I think you're adding some edge to this comment.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Look, my philosophy is always the same. If the price point is different, the SKU's different, it comes up different. If the price point's the same, it all gets lumped in together. Everything is marketed at price.
Yeah.
So if you're charging an extra $1 for the lenticular cover price, what's marked on the front, it's a different SKU. It sucks, but if you're going to charge different, they're coming up different.
Yeah.
But it should be so Secret Empire, all that stuff, absolutely.
Do you remember the hip hop covers?
I do.
Well, they rode those for a while. Now they're doing rock album covers for Marvel and there's a cool Rocket Raccoon going after it, like
the Nevermind. I sent you these. We talked about this. Remember?
When did we talk about these?
We had the whole Facebook Messenger thread where we talked about it.
Did we talk about it on air?
No, not on air. I'm just saying.
Then it didn't happen.
Oh, okay, sorry. But yeah.
Well, Michael Lamb sent me pictures.
I sent you pictures too. Well, of 4 of the 5. Because like the Nevermind's awesome. The Nevermind cover's great, and I'm a big Clash fan. So the Thor one from London Calling, that one's awesome as well.
I like that a lot. Yeah, that's a really good one. I don't even know. That's Guns N' Roses?
Guns N' Roses. Come on. Okay. Your street cred is on the line. What is the last one?
The X-Men Blue?
Yep. What is it?
The X-Men Blue, is that a, I don't know, Clash?
Blondie.
That's a Blondie?
That's Blondie.
Yeah, I don't recognize it.
Yep.
So they did a crappy job.
No, you just don't know. You just don't know the cover of that album.
They did a terrible job.
Although they're probably not going to be worth anything. They're flash in the pan, just probably like the hip hop cover it was. But at least I recognize these ones, and they're cooler now. I'm not sure if like there'll be a very quick flip opportunity with like the Nevermind.
Yeah.
Right off the bat. There's definitely no long term in these, and there's probably no anything in these. But that being said, I'm intrigued by, like I said, the Asgard Falling and the Nevermind.
Very sweet. Ryan Hodap says, thanks for the shout out on my review. I just checked, and my Heathen #1 is actually coming back with a 9.9. Hey, that's awesome. Congrats, and well, thank you for taking the time to give us an iTunes review, and we haven't had one since. So you can run over to the iTunes machine, crank it up, and give us a 5-star, 4-star, whatever you want.
Run over to your iTunes machine and type in.
Type us something in there. We would appreciate it, because as we get closer to 50, I announced something on the last show when Kyle was gone, that if we make it to 50, we promise we will incorporate a previews special into our podcast repertoire, and we will do advance picks based on the previews catalog, because you guys have been asking for it so long. You deserve it, and I'm sure Kyle's down for this.
Yes, no doubt. It'll take a lot more research and being Johnny on the spot for me, but
I don't have to start buying the catalog.
You guys are worth it, so I'll do it.
Yeah. So we think it's you guys have asked it multiple times. It's a lot of time. It's a long episode normally. But yeah, if we can get to 50, we're gonna do it.
Yeah,
and we're at 44, right?
Yep.
So that's 6 more.
There you go. I actually added some good back of the previews catalog stuff on the last order, so I did some digging in the back half.
That's kind of my favorite, is to find them back there, because I'm no good at picking the Marvel that's going to heat up. I'm terrible at that, and I have to be reactionary and wait until something pops and then run to the LCS and see if I can snag any off the rack. Because I'm terrible at it. I'm terrible. DC's a little easier.
There you go.
I think that's it. I think that's it. For feedback, feel free to send us questions anytime you want. You can do that on our Facebook page, which is Facebook.com/Comics for Fun and Profit, or hit us up on Twitter @ComicsFunProfit. You can send us an email, comicsforfunandprofit@gmail.com, or go to our website, comicsfunprofit.com, and find out all those links, and ask us whatever you want, and we love to hear from you. So you too can do that. But now it is time for, what is it, May's numbers?
May's numbers. The numbers are out. The breakdown is out. The top 300 is out. Let's see how comics were selling in the month of May. We like to, of course, look at these to see what print runs are on things and trends from book to book and see what the apex is. This kind of helps us with the futures of certain books, as well as whether to shoot off now or hold them for a while.
Well, Marvel shareholders are very happy. They did 45% in units sold, almost half in dollars sold. Their average price point is $4.19 per comic. They sold 96 new comics plus 5 reorders for a grand total of 101 comics in 1 month. So they are flooding the market and reaping the benefits. The market share is there, so that you zombies out there, you Marvel zombies, you've made your voices have been heard. So there's a lot of wolf horners out there banging the Marvel drum, and you got that's why you get those $9.99 books, those $5.99 books. You keep buying them. So enjoy. DC came in at 36% units and 31% dollars. Image got, after after going to double digits last month, fell back down to earth a little bit. 9% in units, 8.8% in dollars. IDW at 3, Dark Horse 1.5, Boom at 1, Dynamite, Valiant, like 0.8 and 0.7, and then everybody else under 0.5%. Archie, Oni, Titan, Aftershock. Nobody really making a dent. But it's nice to see Black Mask has cracked the list, which is cool. They're almost 0.1%. That's cool. That's good to see. Let's see now what you've all been waiting for. What's number 1? What could it be?
It's a secret, Drew. I can't tell you.
Oh my goodness! It's a Secret Empire, and it's number 1. What was it last month? Secret
Number
Empire
1.
0.
Yeah, the 0.
So with 157,000, it sold pretty well. It sold less than the 0 issue. Does that surprise you?
Yeah, it really does. I was thinking that normally the number 1 is the one to go snag. These 0 issues aren't as important, but in this case, we went for the number 1, or we went for the 0 more than the 1.
Yeah, your 0 issues you usually do sell less. It's surprising. This is followed by the number 2 bestseller, Venom, 150, fake 150. It's not really a 150. They just added up every time that there was a Venom crappy miniseries out, and they somehow got to 150, or they didn't and just said it was 150. Who are we to fact check them? They sold 141,000 copies of that. That's up a whopping 125%, or 80,000 more copies than the last issue.
Yeah, and
which was issue 6.
I was going to say, and issue 6 was actually up more than 5. So, like, issues 3, 4, and 5 of this series, there's nothing out there, and then it's gone to bananas numbers. Of course, I think it'll crash back down to earth, but
that's because Eddie Brock came back, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Then at rank 3, we have Batman Lenticular 22 at 114,000. This is significantly less than 21, which was at 130. It dropped 12%, or 16,000. Flash Lenticular 22 did 104,000. Just a little bit less than its previous issue, which was at 107,000.
There are 10,000 people that didn't catch the end of the story.
Yeah, there's a significant amount. Rank 5 is Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. This is a surprise.
Yeah, that's crazy. $5 for a weird Guardians of the Galaxy? Who's buying that?
Retailers. Retailers are buying that.
I mean, I know it's conjunction with the movie, but
there is no way that comic book people are going in to their local comic shop and saying, "Oh man, I gotta have that Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout number 1." No way, not in those numbers. So this is either a deep discount from Marvel, some kind of sale, or
if you go to eBay, I see a ton of Disney Parks variants. So I don't know if that skews the numbers or not.
Is that what this is?
Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout number 1.
It's a ride.
I don't know. I didn't care enough to look.
Yeah, I don't care either. So, yeah, I have no idea why that it sold so many. I doubt we see a number 2. Right?
Yeah.
It's just a one shot, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So then at rank 6 we have Secret Empire number 2 down to 100,000, and it took the precipitous drop. So we didn't lose a lot from 0 to 1, and then we lost 35% from 1 to 2. So folks have read as much as they want to read, I guess, and they're starting to leave. I don't get it, but I don't know why you would start start one of these miniseries, maybe you're just sampling it and saying, okay, I'm gonna abort to trade. I liked it. I'm gonna order when the trade comes out.
See, that doesn't make sense because these are ordered in the same months. Though these are comic book shops cutting their order from 1 to 2.
Well, I think it's also the individuals who are saying, I want to check this out, but I'm not in for the whole series.
True. That's very true.
That's possible. But yeah, the way it looks like with 1, 2, and 3, which we'll see at rank 8, 3 also was in this month, and it dropped below 100,000 and dropped another 10%. So we're down to under 90 when 4 comes out easily. But at rank 7, at pesky rank 7, there is Batman 23, which did 96,542, which is up. I don't know. I don't understand how they're going to do this. This is so confusing. So this is the one. Okay, so this is the one after the button.
Correct.
Wrapped.
Correct.
Okay. This is actually a new story.
Correct.
And it is under 100,000 still. Mm-hmm. But the previous issue,
and that's our engagement issue, right?
No,
that's 24.
I think that's 24.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so they're basing that 72,000 on the non-lenticular 22, that's dumb. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, then we have Secret Empire number 3. I told you about that.
Mm-hmm.
All new Guardians of the Galaxy at rank 9. That first issue sold 82,000. So that's the actual comic, right? And this Mission Breakout is just something that doesn't make. I mean, that's just weird.
Yeah,
it's just weird.
Yep. Mission Breakout is its own little one-shot thing, and the All New Guardians of the Galaxy is the actual ongoing book.
And then good old trusty Walking Dead 167 comes in at in the top 10 at 74,000.
Steady Eddie here.
Steady Eddie, always hovering right around that top 10, and it's up 5,000 copies and almost 8.5%.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why.
We saw this possibly.
So when somebody died,
where possibly something like that was going to happen. So I imagine the numbers are up because of that. I know I picked up a couple extras because of it.
Yeah. Let's see. We've got then the non-lenticular Batman, which sold 72,000 copies. And then that was at rank 11, then shoot down to rank 17 for the non-lenticular Flash, which sold another 59,000. So, although you don't recognize it,
I recognize it, but I understand why it's broken out the way it's broken out.
I will add the 72,000 non-lenticulars to the 114 lenticulars to give me a grand total of 185.
Ooh, Captain
188 ish, and that would be the top seller.
I agree.
And then Flash would have 104 plus almost 60, so that's 164. That would have been number 2.
Correct. I agree with those two.
So yeah, so for 2 months in a row, it would have been Batman Flash 1-2 punch.
Correct.
But would they have been that high without the lenticular shenanigans?
No chance in heck. No.
Yeah. So although there was hype and excitement about the button, it was the lenticular cover that threw him over the top. And I think we're not going to find out where Batman's true number is, because next month is the proposal, and there's going to be some artificial hype around that, and it's probably going to go back up again.
See, I didn't see a ton of hype before until that book actually came out, because I personally didn't think anybody would care about that.
Well, it's going to a second and third printing, so if those numbers don't count.
Correct. That comes in as a whole different thing because it comes in as a different SKU.
So I would think 25 will be the one that gets the rebound number if retailers have adjusted their final order cutoff because of all the excitement around Batman, that number should spike back up.
Yep.
And I would think back over 100,000.
I agree.
So wherever 24 is, plus the reorders, I think 25 will be higher. So this 23, 96,000 might be the lowest Batman print run for a while.
As long as the story stays good, I think you could be correct on that.
And then it might drop. But then it might drop back down again. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But the Flash was the big winner. A lot more eyeballs on Flash. And we will see where it ends up. I'd like to see if it holds on to some of these readers, these new readers. But it looks like it's eroding pretty quickly.
Speaking of eroding really quickly, your number 9, All New Guardians of the Galaxy, actually had 2 issues come out at rank 26. You'll see the second issue down 37%, down to 51,830.
Ooh. Yeah, it took a drop, didn't it? So after Walking Dead, what's our next indie book? We have to go ways down there, don't we?
Yes, we do.
I don't even see it. I'm almost out of the top 100.
Yeah, me too.
Dark Horse, American Gods Shadows, 26,000. That's down at rank 95. Is that right?
That is correct.
Oh no, there's Paper Girls. It did 27,000 at rank 91. But there's not too many.
Not many big numbers, my goodness.
So 3 indies in the top 100. Is that right? Can you confirm? No, there's 7 to Eternity. 4 indies.
What number 7 to Eternity at? Oh,
it's at 79.
Yep.
79. It sold 30,000. It's eroding slowly. People are still reading that one pretty steadily.
I didn't realize God Country was over. I just found that out last week.
It turned out to be a miniseries?
Yeah. So if you didn't sell those yet, sorry.
Yeah. I think the hype is over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta stay up on these things.
Yep, that was my fault. Dang! 84 ranked. Jean Grey number 2. Both 1 and 2 came out this month. The apex from 1 to 2 is down 41,000 books down to under 29 or under 30, down 58% already. Sheesh.
Yeah. That's dead on arrival.
Yeah, that book ain't gonna last.
Yeah, that's not gonna make it. That'll be in the teens by what, 3?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Champions is dying on the vine, even though I'm enjoying that a lot. It's down in the mid-20s already. Moon Knight's final issue, 24,000.
Spider-Gwen's losing a little steam, down 14% from 19 to 20. Good number on Injustice 2, number 1, 24,000. I picked up a couple of those. It's a good story. It's Tom Taylor. Video game's awesome, so we'll see what the reach is on that one.
Yeah. Are you playing the video game?
I'm watching a lot of the video game, but I'm not playing it because I am horrible at fighting games.
So you watch it like on Twitch or something?
Yeah, or just a video to see, like, when each character, like if you have Harley versus Poison Ivy, they have a neat little interaction. There's some story elements. I'm just kind of watching to get the story that comes from it. Black Panther and the Crew, number 2, down 48%, down to under 19,000 with its second issue.
And I've heard this is canceled.
Oh, Black Panther and the Crew already?
Yeah, already canceled.
Short leash on that one.
Short leash on that one, yes.
Totally Awesome Hulk's number is up from 18 to 19. Hey.
Yeah, you care. Let's see. We've got Eternal Empire and debut with 12,614. About where Alex and Ada, I think, finished its run. Same creative team. Slow burn. That first issue doesn't grab you as well as Alex and Ada. Second issue a little better. I liked it.
Now, is Scooby Apocalypse considered DC or Valiant?
You mean Vertigo?
Or no, Valiant. Well, yeah, sorry, Vertigo.
No, it is DC proper.
Gotcha. It's down at 16,000. Is that viable? I'm sure they're paying for that license.
Well, it was part of that whole Hanna-Barbera launch with
that's true.
Flintstones, which is gone, Future Quest, which is gone. I think Future Quest is gone or getting a new volume or something.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Space something, some kind of race, Wacky Racers.
Wacky Raceland.
Yeah, that's gone. So I'm surprised it's still around. Mm-hmm. And as we know, I read it. I hate read it. So it's really awful. And it's probably time for it to go. And there should be another wave of new titles coming soon.
Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur 19 ups almost 80%.
Wow.
18 to 19.
What's that?
I'm guessing Marvel threw in free copies.
Secret Empire tie-in?
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting. We've got some reorder activity on X-Men Gold of 10,000 copies. Crazy.
That was the issue 1, right? People reordering issue 1 for the controversy.
Yep. Renato Jones, which you enjoyed that first volume. The new volume started off at 9,000 copies, down at rank 232.
Okay. We'll see what that does.
Your Tekken tie-in, video game tie-in from Titan, it did 86.98. So that's a good number for collectability. Yep. Do people care?
It wasn't one that everybody went out for, so that was kind of a bit of a swing and a miss.
Yeah.
Reorder activity on Batman 21 down there at 235.
That's good to see. And we did get a word that the button is not going to get reprinted. Good. There will be no second or third printing. You can only buy the hardcover. I was going to say,
there's already a $20 hardcover that was in the last solicit.
Yes.
And it's $20 and it encompasses 4 issues.
That makes me feel good about selling the lenticular set and the non-lenticular set I didn't get the international edition because I was dumb, but if for the long-term viability of selling those as a set, I think it's better because they're never going to be reprinted, except in a hardcover.
Green Valley number 8. It's going to finish around 6 or 65 by the 9th one. I still haven't read the last one yet. I'm too sad that it'll be gone, so I haven't even read it yet.
So good.
And I don't quite have 3 complete sets because when my brother did the order, he only ordered me 2 number 7s.
Why did I do that?
I don't know. It just screwed me. I got to go dig for one.
Are you sure?
Positive. I cried.
Was it on the invoice that way?
Oh, I was correct on the invoice. 3 of them. He just decided to skip one to be cute.
I think it's the glitchy ordering system.
It's very possible. Diamond refused to give me one of them.
Yes. Oh, that sucks, man. I'm sorry about that.
No worries. A lot of nothings down here that.
Yeah.
Namwolf number 2.
Misfit City, yeah. Misfit City's got maybe some potential from Boom. It's at 6,000 copies, down at 282. It was really good. We'll see. We'll see if that's something that catches on and people clamor back for that first issue. This would have been a nightmare. I mean, this is already a nightmare coming through these numbers. every time.
Did you look at rank 236? 4 Kids walk into a bank number 4, down 23%, down to 6,707, 37 weeks late.
Ouch!
When you actually put that number on there, it looks bad.
Yeah, that's 6-7 months, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ouch. But yeah, this would be tough to come through by yourself if we were doing a solo cast with the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine doing that. So I'm saying I'm glad you're back.
Yeah, doll. All right, Drew. Anything else we can suss out of these numbers, or anything else to really take from it?
Well, I'm kind of bummed
Okay.
about the Alterna Comics.
Not cracking
numbers.
the top 300.
No, the first issue of Croak, An Amazing Age. I was excited about them. They're newsprint. They're $1.50. Breaking the bank there, and they sold 2,900, 2,800, 20. What's the other one? 2,700 of some of their first issues there. Really, really depressed about that number. I thought they'd do so much better than that.
Mm-hmm.
With the price point, with the uniqueness of the packaging.
Yeah.
And nobody cared.
Well, it looks like independent people cared. It just doesn't seem like comic book shops cared.
Yeah.
And maybe just, $1.50 sounds great to us, but maybe they're just not getting enough of a swing.
What's the profit on that?
Yeah, exactly.
I think margins are margins, so it's probably 30%. But maybe that's it's just tough to take a swing for some of these books. I would have been nice to see some kind of maybe returnability, in capping, something that they tried to do with retailers to try to really make a presence and see if people would walk up and pick up $1 or $1.50. They're not gone to, because they're obviously at those numbers, they're not on the shelves anymore.
Yeah, they're not in shops.
They're only in people's pull boxes, and so how will you ever get that sense of, is this marketable or not? Nobody will ever know, because it didn't make its way into the shops.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of depressing. But, with the back half stuff, those numbers are mostly all depressing.
Mm-hmm.
So, on that note...
Yeah, we've done everything we can with the numbers, so let's head on over to previewsworld.com. Let's click on upcoming releases, and let's see what's coming out. June 28th, 2017, the last week of June. So let's start at the very top, and let's start where you and I always love to start, Drew. Let's start in Dark Horse.
Hey, what's Bank Shot, man?
Bank Shot, #1 from Alex DeCampi with art by Chris Cross. Jump. Marcus King, modern day Robin Hood or terrorist, maybe both. When Marcus comes face to face with an adversary who knows all of his carefully buried truths, he's forced to become the man he has always pretended to be and punch a small army of dudes and blow up stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. Written by Eisner Award nominee Alex DeCampi from Archie vs. Predator, and art by Chris Cross from Convergence Justice League of America. Interesting.
Yeah, sounds kind of good.
I don't do a lot of Dark Horse, so when this kind of thing that at least has some interest, I'm in.
Yeah. That's very cool.
Anything else you're doing there, Drew? Conan, Buffy?
No.
Nope.
How about that Mass Effect? You care about that?
Not really. And then the Art of Prey book. I'm not a big fan of art books, but that one looks pretty rad. It's a game that I haven't picked up, but want to. All right, Drew. Let's head on down to DC Comics, where you're going to buy me a Absolute Why the Last Man hardcover, Volume 3, encompassing issues 41 through 60.
Well, wouldn't you have to have Volume 1 and 2?
Yeah. Those I was going to ask for those as well. And I actually saw on my movement report for my where I log my comics that about every one of my Why the Last Man books went up $1. So there's movement on Why the Last Man back issues.
Wonder why.
I'm not sure if there's more scuttlebutt about the movie show or whatnot.
Yeah, because I don't know where that is. It's just in development, heck, somewhere.
Yep.
There's a Batman Elmer Fudd special. Tom King's writing it, and Lee Weeks is doing the cover.
Yeah.
But it's $5.
Yeah.
I don't know if I care enough for.
I passed on all these the other weeks, and I'm continuing to pass on those. These ones, I looked at them and I said I'm gonna have to go all in or all out, and I decided on all out.
Yeah. We got a Tim Sale cover on the cover C of Batman the Shadow, number 3. You don't see a lot of Tim Sale lately, so that's kind of cool. And if you're a fan, don't forget to check that out. It's a good looking cover.
Yeah, no doubt. I don't see anything interesting happening in Flash. Running Scared Part 1. So, if you were waiting on Flash for the next big thing, we have an extra size anniversary issue on Flash. So it's $3.99 because it's extra sized, because it's a double shipped book, correct?
Flash, yeah.
Yeah. So we've got an extra $1 here for a bigger issue. Running Scared Part 1. When Eobard Thawne murdered Barry Allen's mother, he killed a piece of the Flash's past. Now Reverse Flash is back to kill Barry's future. The Flash's biggest storyline yet begins as he is pushed to his limits and his secrets are laid bare in a chase through time itself. Don't miss the extra-sized anniversary issue. I'm jumping back in. I was in for Godspeed, and then I left, and I came back for Button, and I'm going to read this, because this is similar to some of the stuff I watched in the TV show, and I want to get back into Flash.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I am going to be sampling Scooby-Doo Team Up number 27.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Because it is a Plastic Man issue. And those of you with sharp eyes may have noticed in the Dark Days of the Forge, there may or may not be a Plastic Man sighting in that. I think there might be. And so there's some excitement for a reappearance of that character. I always liked him. Thought he was fun. So I'm going to check out this issue of Scooby-Doo Team Up with Plastic Man and see how they do it. It is only $2.99, so it's worth a read. And it's written by Sholly Fish. I think she's done most of these. And Dario Brazulia on art.
We got Harley on the cover of both covers A and B of Suicide Squad. And we have Supergirl being Super number 4. Of course, art by Joel Jones. It's being written by Mariko Tamaki.
This feels late.
4. It does feel... I know it was every other month.
Oh,
it was always, bi-monthly or whatever.
And I didn't realize it was only a 4-issue miniseries. I thought it was 6.
Nope, it's the oversized trade style, and it was 4-issue series.
It was great.
Yeah.
So far, it's been great. This is going to be great. Whatever's next for Joelle is going to be great. I can't wait to see what that is. She's got some kind of exclusive thing with DC where
she's
doing
and drawing.
Yeah, sometimes that's bad. But
I trust her.
We'll see.
I trust her.
Yeah, you trust her more. I'm the one that reads Lady Killer. You don't even read that. Mm-hmm. So I know what she does with writing and drawing. I know. We've got is Wonder Woman 25 extra sized?
Wonder Woman 25. Oh, it's $4. What do we got going on here? Yep, we got an extra size anniversary issue as well. Writer Greg Rucka weaves together the threads of The Lies, Year One, The Truth, and Godwatch. Every story in Wonder Woman since the start of the DC Rebirth era in this extra sized anniversary issue. So I will run over and let's look at what our good friend Jenny Frison has for us. Ooh, that's a good one. She is knocking them out of the park.
I think we missed the boat on those. Those would have been a nice thing to nice run to put together.
Yep, the Cho ones before it were a nice run to put together, and the Frizen run as well.
That's pretty much it for DC that I can see.
Yeah, I don't know what but these 100 projects haven't been a whole lot for me. So, all right, let's head on down to IDW. Clue.
Oh, you jumped it. You jumped me. I'm so excited. I have recently played Clue. I'm excited about this.
I regularly watch the movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah, so this is cool. It's going to have 3 endings to the
choose your own adventure style.
Yeah, so it's going to have some alternate endings. It sets up to be nostalgia and fun, and let's see if they can execute. I hope they can.
I do love fun.
I have ordered a copy of this.
Cover A?
I think. Yeah, cover A.
There you go. I like it.
We've got Call Eternal. Anybody care about that? No.
Swing and a miss.
You care about the My Little Pony prequel?
I don't.
Does your daughter care about My Little Pony? She does, doesn't she?
Cannot read, and I'm a horrible father that refuses to read My Little Pony to her.
But she plays with My Little Ponies.
She does. We wear a lot of Rainbow Dash around this house.
Well, then we need to go to see My Little Pony movie when it comes out.
There you go. I did like free comic book day My Little Pony, and she's got a couple issues and stuff. So, but yeah, we haven't delved in.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
There's another issue of Saucer State, the second issue. It I think is follow up to Saucer County, and that first issue was pretty average, and I don't know if I want to continue with that.
If you're saying that now with the amount of books you're reading, you are not doing issue 2.
Yeah. But what I am going to read is Star Trek The Mirror Broken, number 2 of 6. This was a really good first issue. Surprised how much I liked it, not being a Next Generation Star Trek fan at all. And the first issue was really good, and so I'm looking forward to reading the second issue.
Nerd.
I know.
All right, anything else in IDW? Pretty good for us, not bad. Let's head on down to Image. Wow, they collected AD pretty quick. Dang.
Well, yeah, since the third part of that was delayed so long that I forgot to order the third part of it.
No, you ordered it. It came in. It's sitting right here.
I did?
Yep.
Oh, nice. Well, maybe you need to get me my damn comics faster.
It's sitting right here, sir. My apologies.
Let's see. Black Magic. Is that the first one back with the new story arc?
Yes. New story arc. And a nifty little Pride cover.
Very cool. I like that. Let's see. We've got the Chew Smorgasbord hardcover edition. One that's at $100. That's for volume 3. And then there's a limited hardcover that's signed, I think. Signed and numbered for $150. Ouch. I like Chew, not that much.
Yeah, no doubt. Redneck number 3. It's my second favorite of the Pride covers.
And that one we ordered.
Correct.
Because we missed the boat on our Walking Deads again.
We technically didn't miss the boat, but
well,
I digress.
They say we did.
I digress. Saga 44. I'll let you go ahead and read the tagline.
Let's see. Hazel and her family search for elusive treasure, affordable health care. Ha ha.
Ba-dum-dum.
There's another black and white sketch variant for Spawn 275. This has an appearance by Sam and Twitch.
Man, that's a good looking cover.
It
Holy
is.
Crap.
Those black and white covers are pretty cool.
They are. Dang.
and they sell pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at them, I'd like to say, do you want a Spawn cover? The answer would automatically be no. But to look at them, yeah, I'd own that.
Yeah, nice stuff. No really cracked number one that's screaming out at me.
Yeah, Saga, can't wait to read. There's Renato Jones, Redneck's been a great read. And then we're just coasting. Is Black Magic, we talked about.
Yep.
That's the new story arc. There we go. New story arc on Black Magic. So jump on it. All right, Drew, let's head on down and see what we can dig out of Marvel. We've got another all-new Guardians of the Galaxy, Drew, but this time an annual.
Yeah. I wonder if anybody's excited about that.
I love Dan Mora art, so I'm looking at the cover, but that's about it. I've moved on already.
The Defenders number 2, the second issue of that, that was a really average first issue. So I'm hoping it gets a little better leading into that Netflix series. How about Edge of Venomverse? We loved Edge of Spider-Verse.
I'm in. I just pre-ordered the last of those.
So it's Matt Rosenberg doing the writing. We like him. Mm-hmm. Probably going to be some new combinations of Venom characters that might break out and form their own a la Spider-Gwen, so
it's scary because we had a situation where I literally ordered all 5 of these before this first one's even come out, because I sent you the order that was already due, and the issues 4 and 5 were in that one, so I have pre-purchased all of them sight unseen.
And one copy of each?
Just one of each. Yep.
Just
Cover
one of
A's
each.
all the way through.
But we'll see if there's a breakout character here, and if there is, you're in good shape.
Yep.
And we think there might be.
Oh yeah.
They're going to try.
Yeah.
I think they're going to try.
Star Wars Droids Unplugged number 1.
Mostly existing material.
Yes, reprinting Poe Dameron number 1, Star Wars 25, Star Wars Darth Maul, and 2 pages of additional material. Can you say cash grab?
Yeah. I think it's for the person who's not really reading all that stuff.
Or your people who love collecting Star Wars covers.
Well, maybe that's possible too. Mm-hmm. We've got the 5th issue of Secret Empire. Still hasn't fallen off the rails for me. I'm still enjoying this. It's a really good event. Some of the tie-ins are okay to middling, but the main line is pretty good, and we're about halfway through.
There you go. Since I will never own a Spider-Man number 1, I will be buying this $1 True Believers version.
But the Miles Morales one you can probably still afford.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, those ones I don't need, but just that one. And doesn't look like there's anything different or any reason to go out for the Venom 152nd printing.
No, it looks very similar.
Marvel, Jean Grey, Infamous Iron. What's going on with Infamous Iron? We still got Riri, Brian, Michael Bendis, and there's our good friend Riri right there.
So what's this Weapons of Mutant Destruction that's coming up?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Secret Empire 5. Duh. Oop, that symbol's getting pretty Hydra looking.
Yeah, it's really kind of cool so far. Yeah. Surprisingly good.
There you go. All right. So that's all I've got for Marvel. Let's head into our back half. Let's do a little dig into our Oni presses, our Vault comics, our Titans, and all of our other little ones.
Let's start in Black Mask with Beautiful Canvas, number 1, written by Ryan Lindsay, with art and a cover by Sammy Cavella. A striking cover, which I really kind of like. Mm-hmm. Lon Isley a hit woman hired to kill a small child a few days after discovering her girlfriend pregnant. In a bold declaration of uncertainty, she saves the boy and hits the road, despite the fact her boss clearly wanted him dead for a reason. This warped crime dystopia delves into the emotional dichotomy of a creator-destroyer as Lon tries to connect the two very different worlds she now inhabits. I'm in. I'm going to check that out.
Yeah, that definitely sounds pretty darn cool. Let's just hope that they come out regularly.
Well, yeah, can't expect everything.
Keep reaching for the stars.
We also have Blood Brothers #1 from Dynamite. And this
Fabian Rangel.
Yeah, and art by Javier Caba. Diego and Gabriel Solis are two unusual brothers. Hey, just like us.
Hey,
just trying to do their job in an even more unusual city. What's their job? They're detectives in a city populated by creatures from mythology and fantasy. When an Aztec skull is stolen from the museum, the Blood Brothers are assigned the case. A little cartoony. I'm not sure if the art style is up my alley, but the premise sounds kind of okay. I don't know. In a crowded pull list, it'd be tough to crack it.
Yep.
We got the 4th issue of Dregs for Black Mask, the 3rd issue of Eleanor and Egret from Aftershock. That, of course, is John Lehman from Chew doing some good work there.
Jeez.
You're having trouble, huh?
Yep.
Can't find a thing. Letter 34, we are really close. This is the second of 3 final installments to bring the award-winning series to a close. So letter 44, number 35, next month will be the end. And this is the second to last issue. I'm going to read these and I'm going to save them up. So all the ending issues, I'm going to read them in a row so that I don't have to wait.
Very nice.
But I'm kind of waiting. You know what I mean?
I know.
But this is the best of Charles Soule in my mind. I have yet to find him equal this in any of his Marvel work, and have pretty much been lackluster over there for me. I haven't really been able to find anything that he's come that's half as riveting and enjoyable as letter 44. So get it while it's hot. There's only a couple left.
From Valiant, we have Secret Weapons #1, written by Eric Heiser, and art by Raoul Allen. And the solicit is a friggin' novel. Jeez. Livewire and an extraordinary new team of heroes, the government has dispatched Amanda McKee, the technopath codenamed Livewire, to investigate the ruins of a secret facility formerly run by Toyo Harada, the most powerful telepath on Earth and her former mentor. And there's another 65 lines you can read if you really want to.
Guess when I dropped off of this book and decided I wasn't going to get it. It's called Softball #1 from Keen Spot Entertainment, written by Bobby Crosby and art by Bill Blankenship, based on the hit YouTube series. That's where I stopped, and I no longer want to. I don't care about softball anymore because it's based on the hit YouTube series, and those are never, ever, ever going to be good.
No,
ever.
Jeez.
Unless of course we go to YouTube and get syndicated, and then we have a comics. There's a Comics for Fun and Profit comic, and it was based on a podcast series. Then yes, yeah, I guess there is possibilities.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah. Slim pickings, man.
Yep, as far as the back's concerned. Drew, the good thing is I get to throw to you and say, Drew, what is your pick of the week for the end of June, June 28th. What is your book to make sure you're head to your LCS?
Well, I'm going to put my money where your mouth is.
Heyo, what?
And I'm going to pick Edge of Venomverse #1.
There you go. There you go. I was in, you were in, we were all in. Yep.
Was that the one you were going to take, or do you have something else?
That was an option. Just these Dark Horse books. I said I was going to do Bank Shot, but I don't know if I'm that behind it necessarily.
Right.
Clue seems cool, but I don't think it's worth running out, and I don't think everybody's going to run out and snag it. We've got no real #1s from our good friends at Image. I'm going to say our Redneck Pride Month is going to blow up. Our cover C for Redneck is going to be hard to get and increase in value a bit. And I bet that spawn black and white. If you see that, snag it. That one's going to be tough to get.
Yeah, that's a good call there, too, as well.
Yeah. Anything else, Drew?
I think that'll do it.
All right, well, thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. Thank you for tagging along with Drew and myself as we're finally back together, doing the same pod on the same night just for you. We appreciate it. If we missed something this week, feel free to drop us a line and tell us what we missed. Tell us what the book to go out and get is. Or if you don't believe any of the books we are getting, tell us where we are wrong. But either way, listen to Comics for Fun and Profit. If you're listening to us on iTunes, toss in one of those 5-star reviews. We'd much appreciate it. We thank you once again for joining it. For Drew and for myself, see ya.